Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Give me a second. I'm just going to set up a little bit here. I'm actually watching NASDAQ, and give me just one second. I'm going to bring the screen in. We're going to try and short NASDAQ here off this trade. If the candle closes red, I'll be right with you. Just one sec. Let me just share the screen. To share, and I just got to change my account because I'm on the other account. Hang on a second. What is this? This is the 50. I want to trade log into the 48. Okay. No trade yet, but getting very, very close here. Give me just one sec. How is this not flipping? Okay, good. This is flipped. Watching the NAS over here right now. 37 seconds. We're the reason why I'm shorting this is right off the high. This is our bread and butter turn trade. You guys hear me okay? Give me a sound check. Let me know you hear me okay. Sorry, my system maybe sound is good. Just tell me that I'm using a lot of resources here. So so hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. We got 10 seconds, 3 seconds. I'm going to short this. Oops, and I want to short it with a 5, not with a 2. Let's see if this works. So this is a turn at the highs right here. Doesn't work. We'll go back in once we get a secondary opportunity. But let's play this out. NASDAQ obviously much stronger than the Dow right now. Just a sort of a one-way trade through the 4950s. But this is giving us a very clean, clear setup for us on the trade. So let's see if that works out. So I think it's got to be, where's my TP? 51. So I need to see like 49 on futures. See if I can get that done. What's the low on this? Was 50. Came back to 50. Yeah, you know, it was it's a big correction. This is a big corrective candle, so a lot of the profit was in the candle. If we get tagged, we'll go in with size here on the second time. We're like +3. I just didn't want to take it. I'm trying to stick to the +5 methodology. But let's give this a play out. My futures trade did hit because I didn't have the spreads, but obviously on the CFDs you have to wait a little bit. Yeah, Cheryl's saying it hit +5 on futures. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to stay true to the CFD quotes so that it kind of makes it equal, on a bigger basis. So we'll see if it trades. Like I said, if we get tagged, I'll go back in if we get a secondary setup. So let's just be patient. I mean, the whole idea is here to practice the methodology. But definitely interesting how it's sort of we hit the highs, bounced right off the highs as a classic behavioral characteristics of price. Now we're going to go higher, probably going to stop us out. So we'll be we'll be patient for a secondary corrective move. One thing that I really want to emphasize about the way we trade that I think a lot of people fall into Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there it is. Okay, we get tagged out. A lot of people fall into this trap, including yours truly. I used to do this all the time, which is, oh, it's going against me. Let me average up at the higher price. Don't ever average up. Stop and re-enter its size. Averaging up is just a way to disaster, because you're never going to get. You're always going to get the worst price positioning, and you're always hoping for a much better reversal than what you need. If you have a larger size and better size positioning, you don't need a big reversal to make everything back and then some. That's the really critical technique of when you are, trading reversals. With reversals, you must be very disciplined to take your stops, and very patient to take your secondary reversal spots here. So then, we went through the 50s. We're going to challenge the 70s. It may stall in the mid 70s. It's starting to expand, obviously, off the moving average envelopes. Let's give it a shot. Let's see where it goes. We're going for our second entry here on the move. Making fresh highs. I could have traded the break of fresh highs, but honestly, it kind of took me a little bit by surprise that we had this big rally off the 830. It actually shouldn't have. I should have been watching this, because they started the rally like 825, 830, and I should have said to myself, oh, it looks like they're going to run the highs. But it's fine. We'll stick to one side for now and just practice the setup. Let's see how this candle kind of nope, did not flame out. So let's see what the next candle does. Very strong bid. Keep pushing it to the highs. May make another fresh high or hold it in green territory. So let's watch it. So it looks like 67 is the Maginot line. If it breaks below 67 on the close, this is on the futures basis, then it gives us a short. And so far, no shorts, just keeps going up. We'll stay patient with the trade. Into the 70s. Looks like we're going to try and test the 70s level here. Keep pushing further away from the moving averages, so puts us more and more into overbought territory, which hopefully gives us a higher probability of a retrace here. Dow is also running very close to session highs. Watching this, I will, depending on how this is playing out, I may take a short even ahead of the highs if it kind of flames out over here, because I think that Dow is sort of the weaker one of the two. So a retrace move here would be very likely. So we're going to watch the Dow here too. Both candles, looking for reds on both candles here for a possible reversal. Still moving through the 70s now on futures. Dow still green. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, Miguel, you took the higher highs. Good job, Miguel. Miguel is like Miguel, by the way, is very, very comfortable trading breakouts. So, and I highly encourage you, depending on your personality. I'm trading my personality, which is the best I can do. It's not by no means the only way you guys could trade this. He's essentially trading the exact opposite of me. As it breaks fresh highs, he's joining the move. And if that's a much more comfortable way for you to do this, the beautiful thing is that our indicator shows you both ways. I'm just simply trading sort of my approach, just because it's a little more comfortable for me, but that's about it. It's a very weak red here. I really like it to see like maybe end up here, but I will short the NDX Okay, let's short the NDX and short the Dow. I definitely want to short the Dow. Okay, let's short the Dow. And let's see what happens here. I'm going to short the Dow on my futures account too, just on my side, just for fun. But you know, we short the Dow. Dow is not quite kosher because it's you know, it's not quite at the session highs, but it's a failure here that I think maybe has a reasonable chance to make 10. On the NAS, you know, we could, you know, the NAS could be another creeper higher. There could be one more burst higher. So be fully prepared to go level 3 if we have to, 1 hour moves. But you know, for now we're okay. Let's just watch this carefully. What's the NAS 69 to the TP, which would take me about 60. What's the knockoff? It's 75. It's down 3. It's about 66. I guess I got to see 66 on the futures. As I suspected, by the way, the Dow was the much, you know, the better trade because it's the weaker relative. If you're going to short, you want to short something that's weaker, not stronger. And I thought that Dow would have a chance here. Let me see. I'm looking. What's my TP on futures is 23. I got to see 23 on the Dow for me to get done on this. Let's see where we're at. Trying to be patient, trying to get my targets, which is, so I need to see 23 on the Dow. We need to see 66 on NASDAQ futures. Let's see if it could come in a little bit more. Dow getting close. It was close, and then it came back down. Dow was so close. Okay, let's hang tight. I was a little bit late on this thing. So I was 35 down to 20, just 10 on the futures, which is just not enough on the, we need like about 12 to 13 on the CFDs. So that's what's held us back. I'm gonna try and stay disciplined to the target, but you know, may not happen. We'll have to see. So far, just sort of very, very shallow sell-offs that are just small enough to not give us a take profit. So we'll watch it carefully. Dow almost takes me out. It should take me out right now. I'm surprised actually. Okay, Dow takes me out, NASDAQ takes me out, everybody goes higher. Okay, we're gonna get set for next, why is it Dow not taking me out? Oh no, the NAS didn't take me out, Dow took me out. Okay. Now I'm still in the NAS trade, but not in the Dow trade. But I think the NAS trade is going to take me out too. I'm very close, 7, 8, yeah. You know, it's very much a slow creeper, which is a very like the worst kind of a trade for us. But the Dow now is really coming into session highs. So let's now I'm going to get let's try to get serious on this. 0, 1, 3, and 0.1 on the Dow. I'm going to watch both of them right now to see what what we can do. Really, if you're buying the breakouts, it's just pure money for you right now, straight up. Okay, starting to fail here. I'm watching both fail candles. Let's 47 seconds, so plenty of time. So don't not pulling the trigger until I get a move. Still think that Dow actually has a more reasonable chance for a short than I mean, NAS is just relative strength, but the Dow is looking to fail at the highs, which hopefully is going to give us the right setup that we need. NAS looks still positive. 9, 10 seconds. Dow is at 8 seconds. If we stayed around 65, 66, Dow gives us a short. Okay, let's get short the Dow. Let's see if that plays out. And NAS also gives us a short, actually. Let's get short NAS. Let's see what happens. These are not great shorts, but it's a hesitation short. So let's give that a shot. Let's see if we start moving. So for the Dow, we need to see 59 on the futures, which I think is going to give it to me, hopefully. But it may creep up. Like, don't. We're very, very extended. Had a big move, so it's reasonable for us to see maybe around 75 here. It's just a natural comeback and a like just a 59, 55 move down in a Dow, which is what we need to see. What's my TP on this? 80 is my TP on the NDX. So I'm like 2 points away. Let's give it a shot. Getting close on the NAS. Getting close on the NAS. NAS gets done and Dow gets done. And that is how we trade, my friends. That is how we trade. Okay. Anybody trade that? So 10 on the Dow. Good job. Miguel traded it. Miguel, you traded the other way? Look at you, Toreador. You traded it up and down. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. All right. Okay, guys. Let's give me just 1 second. I got to get a cup of coffee. I kind of rushed myself to the desk today, and we're thrown into the battle right away. But first 40 minutes, there we go. Oh, look at this. Kate hit the target on Euro Swiss. Look at that. What a nice Friday. We're all hitting targets. Okay, give me just 2 seconds. Post up any questions. Anybody who's new, say hello to me in chat, ask Boris. Do your thing. I'll be back in like 90 seconds. Let me just get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. I don't know. I've been calling top on NASDAQ for the last month and a half. I mean, I certainly agree with you philosophically. I think, we look tired, but, and I have the 63.61 put spread for Novi, which was working really well, and then it doesn't. It's tough, but I generally think, yes, we should be lower rather than higher. But it's been an incredibly, I call it a Terminator market. It's just will not quit, right? Just has not died. See, the interesting thing about it, I'll tell you one thing interesting about NAS. I find this very, very often the case. When you miss the trades, although if you traded futures, you wouldn't have missed it, but if you miss the trades, what happens is the shallow corrective wave, almost always, and again, the operative word is almost always, gets a much more significant corrective wave eventually. So this is the reason why you short, stop, boom, because what you don't want to do is be short here, because even with the big corrective wave, if the move itself, if the amplitude of the move is very, very high, you don't have enough of a price advantage to benefit from this. This, I think, is the single best scalping idea that I can teach you. This, I think, took me probably 30 years to figure out because I'm a very slow learner, is that, Tudor Jones used to always say, losers average losers. And he was a very good short-term trader. He's a very good short-term turn trader. And I never understood that. Yeah, so let me visually, so we don't have any more trades, guys, until the open, I guess, but let me sort of let me move this off. Let me kind of visually show you, especially in a NASDAQ is the most obvious. So let's say you short here. Oops, sorry. You short here, right? And then it goes up against you and you average here. Oops, sorry. God damn it, sorry. And you average at the next failure, right? And it keeps on going up, and then you average at the next failure, right? And it keeps on going up, and you average at the next failure. And it keeps on going up, and let's say eventually it crashes, right? It crashes. Well, just think about what's happening from a price point of view. You're short here, you're averaging up, so your price is somewhere here. Then you averaging up, so your price is somewhere here. Then you're averaging up, then your price is somewhere here. So when the crash comes, your average price is somewhere here. You're still nowhere near profit territory. Nowhere near profit territory. Whereas if you, short here, get stopped out, reshort here, get stopped out, reshort here, get stopped out, reshort here, boom, it's all profit, and you make all that profit. You're not carrying all that dead loss with you all the way up the mountain, because it's basically like, yeah, you're like adding weight as you go up the mountain, versus just shedding weight until eventually you get to the top of the mountain, and then you can just slide down without any weight on you. Does that make sense to everybody? So that is like the single best technique that you can practice. And I know it can be a little bit uncomfortable. You're like, oh fuck, I'm getting stopped out 3 times in a row. But trust me, single best thing that could happen to you, because you're anchoring. You can you see how I anchored. The P&L at the end of the day is quite good. Here's the P&L, 170 points, by just being by being very, very disciplined. Yeah. Now again, I am speaking strictly for scalping. This is not advice on any other technique of trading. All I do all day long is scalp. That's what I specialize in. And this is where this technique, it's like everybody, like every surgeon is a specialist and they all have their little techniques. and what may be appropriate for for one type of surgery is completely inappropriate for another. Same kind of a thing. I don't make any claims about longer term positions, about bigger structures and all that kind of stuff, because it's not my specialty. Well, if you're day trading and scalping, the hardest lesson I've had to learn my whole life was just that this is the stupidest thing in the world. It seems so obvious until you realize that it's actually the stupidest thing in the world, both mathematically and of course emotionally, because the problem is that what happens is you're still negative, right? You're not in positive territory, but your weight, the amount of size you're carrying is so large that all you can do is just like, oh, let me just get out of my position, and you just you take a loss, huge loss, because you have a big average position somewhere still, because because this is what it does. It will come in to tease you and then go right back out. You're always in a position of weakness, when you're averaging losers, always. Whereas you're always in a position of strength when you're stomping yourself out. That is so counterintuitive to most people, but that is literally the truth. We're going back up on the highs. This is a double top. If I'm Miguel, I would have taken this breakout. But it feels like they're going to go to 15,000. I mean, it's amazing to me. I was like, they're never going to go to 15,000. This thing failed at 15,000, and yet they're running it. They're running it. So we'll see. We'll see how it trades out. All right, let me let's reset our sizes back to small size. I'm watching this. If it fails again, it's a double top failure. I'll rebuild the position here. That's not, let me see how let's watch both sides. Ooh, this is kind of failing. Nas, I'm not going to do this with you guys, but I think I'm going to do it myself. Yeah, I'm short the Dow here as a sort of again, Dow is the weakest. It failed as a double top. You guys can watch my futures trade. I didn't trade this on the thing. Let's see if my futures trade works here. I need 39 on the move here. Let's see if I can get 39. Maybe not. We'll see. This isn't a great trade. That's why I didn't want to take it for you guys. I was willing to take it for my own account, just kind of on fun, because 41. Come on, baby. Come on, hit me. There we go. Okay, so that got hit. So the thought pattern here, and sorry, and I fucked up. I totally missed there was a NASDAQ short right here that we could have taken, but it's fine. You guys get the idea. We can't win. We can't take every trade, but this was the idea. It was sort of a double top at the highs. Another really, really classic setup for us to trade. I chose the Dow because the Dow was the weaker of the two. It worked, worked well both ways. I'm sorry, I can't count this trade because we didn't take it on the CFD, but it really was a good trade here. I don't know if anybody took it with me. Anybody take the Dow short or the NASDAQ short off this thing? See, even like trading two instruments, sometimes I lose focus because I don't have enough screens on here. Jonathan took 4. John, would you take 4 on the Dow, 4 on the NAS? 40 on the Dow. Good job. Yeah, 4 on the Dow. Yeah. No, the Dow was like, I hold for the full 10 on the Dow. No pushing out, Jonathan. Hold for the full 10. But yeah, I mean, that all worked. If I wanted to cheat on Friday, I would count this as a trade. What do we got? Oh, I didn't even realize it. It's the open. No wonder. Holy shit! It's the 9:30 open. Okay, let's see how we trade out in the next couple of minutes. Let's see what's going on over here. Looks like we traded into the highs on the open. So now it gets interesting. Now, okay, so maybe we'll play a little bit of Miguel magic, as I call it. let's watch the NAS. If the NAS makes a run through 1490, we got to join this to, to the upside, because, so they took it pre-market. Now we get corrective consolidation. If the buyers come in here, they're gonna rip it to 15,000. I gotta feel they're gonna run it to 15,000. So I'm gonna trade this to the upside. I'll even do it on my futures if they take out the session highs. I'm gonna join the trade on session highs here. Let's watch it. All right, I'm gonna join this move here, and joining on the futures as well. Let's see if this works. They broke the high, but not quite to the 15,000. It's a big, big candle. So may not have. Oh, did that work on the Oh, I guess it worked on the CFDs. Wow, cool. Cool. Okay. I think it's going to go to 15,000. You probably could trade more upside here. I'm watching the 15,000 move here. Let's see if that works. Really, really fast markets. That's, obviously it's a big, big resist level. The next thing to watch is actually going to be to see the failure of this at this level. So far, we don't have a red candle. So now we're getting a red candle, and now that might be a really, really good short, because they fail. If they fail at this level, then it's going to be a really, really good short. But let's watch it. Let's not pull the trigger, because it might be, they might still want to run the 15,000. Let's see it. Let's see if this candle can burst up. We'll sell this. It might be early, but let's give it a shot. Looks like they might want to run it a little bit higher, so we'll watch it carefully here. It's a probative position. Looks like they want to push it a little higher. Let's see if they're going to run it higher, or if they're going to fail it. No, it's going to fail. So let's watch this very carefully here. And we're going to sell this one more time. And that got done, right? That got super done. Look at that. Look at that. Nice failure here. So they failed it at 15,000. I was just, you know, a little bit, um, a little bit early on the moves. Oh, now Dow. Let's get Dow. Dow is failing. Let's watch the Dow. Dow is failing here. Let's trade that. Dow is definitely the weaker sister, so you know we have lots of opportunity here. If it, you know, if it races back up to the highs, we'll watch. You know, we'll trade the next level for the short. Okay, looks like Dow took us out, so we'll get a little bit larger to trade the bigger level. Let's waiting for a signal for us on a Dow failure. Got 30 more seconds left here. Let's see if this holds. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we're going to sell the Dow. Let's see if this failure gives us a 10-point move here. Maybe not. We'll have to see. And we got done nicely. Okay. So that was, you know, over and over and over again. More jobs. Look at this. Look at Sinha. Good job, man. Good job. 18, 14. Good job. Good job. Okay. You guys are doing a great job here. You guys are doing a great job here. I already stopped counting where we are on the points, but it's a lot. NAS is kind of failing here. Let's just a small position. Let's just do a small position here. If this stays red, this has got to stay red because basically a consolidation around 15,000, but it's got to stay red on this move. If it doesn't, it doesn't tell you anything, but it tells you that, you know, that we might run the 15,000. I think the next run to the 15,000, like the 95s, is actually going to run us through the 15,000. I think I actually want to be long NAS on that move up if we get that move. Fast markets here, fast markets. NAS is really trying to push up here. but failing. Let's see. Let's see. Not really, not able to hold the run. So far, watching this candle, I want to see if this candle turns red, and then I will trade it. Okay, it looks like it's a failure. I'm going to trade this to the short side for 5. I got to make sure I got a 10 on this. And it looks like we're going to fail a little bit more here. What's my TP on this? I think I'm going to take this early, guys. I don't, it looks like it's struggling to the downsides. We'll see if it can really run here. It might break down, but like I was, the trade, and it looks like it might break down if you guys stay on this trade. We'll see. I'm just, there's a little bit late entry, so I didn't want to do it. And it's still indeterminate. It still looks like it could consolidate, and they could make the final run here to the highs. I mean, the trade in the NAS is really trying to trade the breakout, I guess, rather than the decline. I mean, NAS is just really, struggle. It really wants to run higher, I think. Okay, it's running. I'm gonna watch the. That's why I kind of wanted to get rid of it. Let's see if it can. This is the run that they want to make to the highs here. $15,000, just really big magnetic level. Let's see if they want to run it higher. 89. So they've got to reject it a few times. Let's see if the bulls now have the chance to take it to fresh highs. Fresh highs would be 96. There we go. There we go. I didn't take that trade, but there we go. It made the 1500. There we go. There we go. So, those of you who took the breakout trade, you could just tell. You could just really tell the price action, right? Just sitting there, ready to make the breakout. Now we want to be a little patient. We have fresh highs, 1500. Don't want to get short just yet. Let's give it a little bit of time to play itself out. Making fresh highs here. Gonna let it run. If you guys are running it, yeah, good job. Break it at highs, break it at highs. You guys trading great breakouts. I'm not trading the breakouts yet. Let's watching the Dow. I'm just looking for any kind of sign of weakness here on the trade. Dow is showing us a little bit of weakness here, a little bit of profit taking. Let's see where that takes us. Not quite, not quite. No, no trades there yet. Still green candles. Looking now, we have to look for anything that gives us a red. So far, no reds. Twenty seconds to go. Let's see how this shapes up. If I'm going to short, I'm probably going to short the Dow. If I get the signal, although the NAS is really working to the downside now, so we should look at the NAS as a potential trade. No, the Dow is there too. Let's trade the Dow. Oh nope, Dow did not give us a signal. Oops, and the NAS kind of came in. Okay. I missed the NAS. I'm sorry. I was a little bit distracted by something else. But the NAS was the right trade. I was just like, I had this bias. Let's just focus on the Dow now. Now that the NAS kind of resolved itself, let's watch the Dow for resolution to the downside. Dow is now trying to catch up, showing a lot of good strength. But now let's look for a weakness on the Dow here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if the Dow gives us a signal. So far, no, but like 7, 5, not quite, no signal on the Dow just yet. Okay, starting to show us a decline, big move. I was, this was a hesitation signal. I was going to say, oh, we should take it. The big corrective move. I'm gonna watch this candle a little bit. There's probably more juice to go here on the corrective side for the Dow, but oops, and I gotta get down on the size here. Okay, I'm gonna sell the Dow, but I might just sell it for like 5 because I think it's so deep into the sell-off. This is a big candle. It could easily pop 20 against us, just stop us out on a small size, which is fine. I'll build a position for a short here if I need to, but if not, I'll just take a quick 5 if I can get on the Dow. Because the corrective move here, one of the intricacies of the Dow is that this was a hesitation move that just missed being red, and then almost all the profit happens in this candle, which is the candle we like to enter. So once we weren't in this situation, we've been burnt in this situation so many times that I know exactly how this trades, and this is probably going to do the same thing to us. Take very small position, take me out on 20, and I'll have to rebuild again to recapture the move. Probably I should have just simply passed on this move, but we've seen this trade so many times. There we go. So now I have to be very patient on how this trades. Now I have to wait for the next red to give me a secondary entry. And another reason you want to be patient is because you don't want to be falling for for these mid candle reds, because you really want it to close on the red. They could easily flip this to a buy and try to run it to the highs again. NAS making fresh highs, right? NAS actually gives us another chance at a short over the next couple of candles if it as it looks to exhaust itself on this run. Okay, we're going to leave it Dow alone right now because it hasn't given us a red candle. I may have just simply misplayed this. It's annoying. Okay, we're going to leave it alone because it's not giving. It gave us another hesitation candle, even though that probably would have been a good short. Let's focus on the NAS. Let's see if we can get another NAS trade here to the short side. But so far, nothing. Let's watch this candle. Dow is giving us a red here. This is, let me watch this again. But again, gotta wait for the candle to close because, and the NAS keeps pushing to fresh highs. So it's obviously, okay, gonna give a second try to the Dow here. And I guess I got it done super fast. that was very fast. That was like 5 on a Dow at the click of a button. So all right, we'll leave the Dow alone. Let's focus on the NAS. Let's see if we can work the NAS to the short side here. 48, 49 seconds. This might be. Let's see if this is a failure candle here. Not yet though. Got 34, 35 seconds. Still trading. Trading green. Sorry, I misspoke. I didn't mean to build a position. I mean, create. I was going to create a short position if I was, if it gave me a signal. Okay, watching the NAS, watching the NAS here. Let's watch the NAS. Let's see if this holds on the short side here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to short this, even though. Let's short this. Let's see how this plays out. This might make this could be a hesitation candle. We make fresh highs, but still worth a shot here for us because we'll rebuild size. I don't want to say rebuild position. We'll rebuild size if it goes higher because we're clearly approaching potential reversal conditions here. Might take a couple of pokes on this trade for us to get it done, but let's give it a shot. $30 seconds. Still green. Now still trading against us. Still definitely no trades here. I mean, we're in trade, but like there's no secondary entry here if we get stopped out so far. Well, let's see where it goes. Okay, a little bit. We're a little bit early on that red candle. Now we're just trying to work the trade. Let's see if it can correct for us. Meantime, watching the Dow pushing to fresh highs. So now we might have a interesting opportunity of Dow. We're going to leave the Nasdaq trade alone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the Nas out because I had bad positioning, and let's refocus on the Dow. Let's refocus on the Dow. Let's see if that can make the trade for us. Oops, the Dow is almost there, right? Nice big return candle. 15 seconds. Let's see if we can get if we get a hesitation, I'll go for this. I'll make the trade. 8, 9 seconds. Let's get short here. Let's just get short here. Oops, I should be 10. Okay, let's see if I get 10 and 20. Let's see if the Dow gives me a failure at the highs. So this is our bread and butter setup. Let's see if we can get the failure at the highs working. I need to see, what do I need to see on a Dow? What's my TP? Oh, I don't have a TP. Let's go 10. What's my TP? It should be 92. Almost there, almost there. 6. All right, I'm going to stay patient. The trade I'm going to stay patient with is the Dow trade. So what do I need to do? What is that on my, I guess it's like 45. Am I going to get 45 on the, yeah, there we go. Oh, ooh, this is really moving fast. It's so weird to there's like a lag on the cash on the CFD to the futures to try to adjust this. All right, I will stay patient. If we get clipped, we'll get clipped. I'm gonna trade the Dow. It's a double top formation. We did get a short off the thing. So if this was futures, this is 55. The futures would have made the full 10. Unfortunately, the spreads on the Dow right now are not giving me didn't give me the trade. So I'm going to have to just stay on it and focus on it. You know what's interesting? I find this is really interesting. I find that even trading 2, right, can be a little bit distracting because when I'm focusing on one versus the other, I'm not I'm not fully paying attention. But let's just stay with this Dow trade, and let's see if I can get the full 10 out of it, or at least. Oh man, Jesus. There we go. Wow, finally. Jesus, that took forever. Okay, so hopefully you guys traded the Dow. That finally broke down. That was definitely the better trade. That's why, when you're looking at 2, right? There are a couple, the NASDAQ trade, the reason why I closed it out was because we were just too early. And I could have fought it, but sometimes it's much more intelligent to walk away and pick a fight with a guy who is weaker, right? So here he came in, kind of gave me the break even. The failure trade was over here. We just a little bit too early. The signal was a little bit too early. We would have had to fight this. Probably got stopped out on a second wave here, and then fight the second wave. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather fight the first wave on the Dow, which was a straight up off, failure off the highs, which gave me a much higher probability of success for the trade. So. That was a tactical decision that I made. Oh, wow. Holy shit. It's 10 o'clock. Guys, I got a meeting. I'm sorry. It was actually like a really good day today. Let me just count. I don't even know. Let's look at how many points were made today. Jesus, it was a lot of trades. Wow, it was a lot of trades. Okay. Custom period today. Oh, that's all today? Jesus. All right. That's 230 points. Very nice. Very nice. Good job. Okay. No. Here's a very, very important point for anybody who's trading CFDs and futures. They are not the same price. The futures have an interest rate implication and a futures price implication. So the cash to discount is very, it's very quirky. They're the same direction, not the same price. Okay, they're the same direction, not the same price. So really, really important not to, the only numbers that matter are the futures numbers. Whatever CFD you're showing, whatever resistance and support, it's all bullshit. It's all derivative. The real price is on futures, okay? So don't get confused. That's why I'm always looking at, we're looking at futures charts. We're trading CFDs for direction, but we're looking at futures as our true price discretion, okay? Yes, 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 I know. Well, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. So I can tell you the stories. By the way, I gotta go, but here's here's another sell at the on the NAS here that I think could be a trade. Let's give it a shot. I'm not gonna pull it, but like if you want to pull it, I think it's worth a shot here. So we'll give it a shot. Pedro, are you new? Have you ever been in my class? Have you ever traded with me? Is this the first time you're trading? Okay, so this is the first time you're trading. Yes. So you have to understand what we do, you got to trade with me for at least a week. Second time. So then the second time you should understand there are two ways for us to trade. We trade momentum, which is break of fresh highs, or a reversal at the highs. The reason why we trade the short side is because that's the higher probability side, okay? Just because something makes, it seems obvious to you, oh, it's going up. It's only going up in retrospect. At the moment of failure, the much higher probability is to sell the highs, buy the lows, okay? Okay, all right, guys, I gotta go. I have somebody's bugging me for a meeting. So that's why we trade it that way. We trade, we trade the reversal moves, okay? But in not that it always, we sometimes it doesn't work. Like NASDAQ is a runaway today. This failed, and you have to go back in and look for a secondary failure. Basically, as I was showing you, it's going to fail on the first or the second or the third wave, and you just have to be patient. Stay very, very strong in the position and pick your spots. It's really, really easy to say, oh, if you bought here, you would have sold here, but you only know that in history. You don't know that in the future. Like right now, you don't know if this is the high of the day or there's going to be another 100 points going forward. But you do have much better knowledge that when it makes fresh high, it's going to retrace a little bit, right? It's the predicting in the next 5 minutes versus the next 5 hours that we try and do. That's what we work on. Okay. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I got to run. Another great day today. I hope everybody had a great week. We had a super week this week, actually. Everybody enjoy, and I will see everybody on Monday. Okay, everybody take care.